x1 value I have calculated as 40 mm. 40 plus a2 value 960 into x2 value is 60 mm. By a1 640 plus 960. What is x1 x bar value? We'll get, by calculating we will get 52 x bar. Okay, I have found out for CG point, I have found out x bar value. How to calculate y bar value? Y bar is equal to a1 y1 plus a2 y2 by a1 plus a2. Already we have calculated the area a1 value and a2 value. Now we have to calculate y1 value and y2 value. How to calculate y1 and y2 value? See, for section 1 there will be y1 value. Up to here is section 1. So from this reference plane, what is the midpoint? 80 divided by 2. If you divide here, this is the midpoint in case of y plane. Okay, then y1 value is 80 divided by 2. 1 is equal to 80 divided by 2 is equal to 40 mm. This is y1 value. y2 value, in the sense you have to take section 2, close this one, and you can see what is the midpoint. We are having 8 mm only thickness in case of y. Then what is the midpoint? 8 by 2 is 4 value, but we are having the reference plane in this 80 mm apart from this section 2. Okay, then we have to add this 80 mm plus 8 by 2. This will give the y2 value. Okay, 80 plus 8 by 2 equal to 84 mm. Now substitute these values in this equation. I substitute area A1 value 640, which I have already calculated. Y1 value is 40 in this equation, I have already calculated, plus 960 into 84 by 640 plus 960 equal to 66.4. This is y bar value. That's how we found out the CG point. Okay, CG is, you can see, x 52 mm. This means x 52 mm. This means for CG point it is 52 mm from the origin. 52 mm from the origin. CG point is 52 mm from the origin. Okay. Similarly, y bar is 66.4 mm. That means this y distance is 66.4 mm. This is x bar value and this is y bar value. That's how we found out the x and y bar value. Okay, now we have found out the x bar and y bar value. Since we have to find out, in K method we have to find out Ixx, Iyy and Ixx values. We have to substitute these values in this IXX formulas. Okay, how to calculate IXX value? We already know the moment of inertia formula. Okay, what is moment of inertia? Moment of inertia will be depend on area and square of perpendicular distance. Okay, we have to find out both the axes, ixx value and iyy value. Okay, for calculating ixx value, ixx value, ixx, iyy and xy values we have to calculate for moment of inertia. But for calculating ixx value, I have to calculate the moment of inertia in moment of inertia for x-axis for this section 1 and this section 2. Okay, so this formula can be written as, this is for ix1 for section 1 and ix2. So this is the ixx value. First I have to calculate the moment of inertia for section 1 and then for section 2. Okay, first I am going to calculate for section 1. First draw the diagram for section 1. If you take this section 1, this is the section 1. Okay, this is nothing but we are having 80 mm 8 mm thickness and 80 mm length. Okay, it's a rectangle with breadth is equal to 8 mm and depth is equal to 80 mm. Okay, what is the formula for calculating the for section 1? Ix1 is equal to Igx1 plus, this is calculated from parallel axis theorem. Okay, this formula is derived from parallel axis theorem. So the formula is Ig1 plus A1 y bar minus y1 the whole square. What is, we have in this equation, what is Ig1? In strength of materials already we have calculated. Okay, moment of inertia for rectangular section is, you can remember this BdQ by 12 formula. Okay, it's nothing but breadth depth BdQ by 12 plus this is area A1 of this section 1, y bar is the CG value and y1 is the distance from the reference line. For section 1, distance from the reference line. Okay, the whole square. So now substitute the value. Breadth is 8 mm, 8 into depth is 80 cube by 12 plus A1 value for area of this section is 80 into 8. We have already calculated here. Area of A1 for the section is 640 mm square. 640 mm square. Y bar value, what is, where is Y bar? Here we are having the Y bar value 64.4 mm. 66.4 mm Y bar value minus Y1 value. What is Y1 value? We have already calculated all these values. Y1 is 40. Okay, minus 40. By calculating, we will get 3.4133 into 10 power 5 plus 640 into 26.4 the whole square. After solving, we will get 3.4133 into 10 power 5 plus 4.4605 into 10 power 5. Now x1 value is 7.87 into 10 power 5. This is Ix1 value. For calculating Ixx value, we have to find Ix1 and Ix2. We already calculated Ix1 and we are going to calculate Ix2. For section 2. To Ix2 value is similar formula Igx2 plus A2 Y bar minus Y2 the whole square. Draw the section 2 diagram. Having the section 2 here, I am going to draw this section 2 diagram. Total length is 40 plus 80, 40 plus 80, 120 mm. Here 8 mm. Okay. This is section 2. How to calculate Igx1, Igx2 is for the moment of inertia for this rectangular element. Already know the formula BDQ by 12 plus A2 Y bar minus Y2 the whole square. BDQ by 12. What is the breadth value? This is depth, this is breadth. Okay. This 120 into 8 cube by 12. What is the area A2 value? We have already calculated. 120 into 8, 960. 960. Y bar minus Y2. Y bar value 66.4 minus Y2 here we are having 84. So 84 the whole square. If we calculate the solution, we will get 5.120 plus 1960 into 6 the whole square. Ix2 value is 3.025 into 10 power 5. Okay, we already know the equation. How to find Ixx, Ix1 and Ix2. Okay, Ixx is equal to xx is equal to ix1 plus x2. Already found out ix1 value here and ix2 value here. Substitute these values.